What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Smackdown review. I gotta say, it's been a very strange 24 hours, to be honest, in the world of professional wrestling right now. A lot has happened. We all know the biggest news that has came out of this, and I pretty much explained this, in my Monday Night Raw review and everything. We already know what's going on with the whole Roman Reigns thing, and I gotta say, one thing about it, kind of before getting to this SmackDown review. I pretty much went on everything I said about the entire, him announcing, he had, his leukemia return, but like I said, in the past 24 hours, I gotta say, from what I've seen in the past 24 hours, and not just from wrestlers from the WWE, but wrestlers from different companies, even, wishing Roman Reigns a very speedy recovery, and that he, kicks leukemia's ass and be back. We'll be back, because I have seen people from Ring of Honor itself, New Japan Pro Wrestling, hell, Madison Square Garden. There have been, promotions like, not promotion, but, places like Target, multiple wrestling feds and wrestlers from any company have pretty much came out and, supported Roman Reigns, in his time of need right now, and are pretty much, 100% behind him, and hoping, hopefully he will be back, and soon enough, in whatever time he comes back, he will be back in the company. But I gotta say, but from every wrestler, promotion, YouTuber, podcaster, anyone that, or even people that don't watch professional wrestling or have stopped watching professional wrestling, pretty much have known about the news in the past 24 hours, and like I said, sent their like I said, best wishes to him, or thoughts and prayers and everything. So, it's really, it's a good thing when you see all these people come together and stuff. It's sad. It's in this type of situation, but I was even surprised to see New Japan Pro Wrestling even tweet something out about that, and Ring of Honor, and I don't know how many other wrestling promotions did, but there were a lot that pretty much showed their support for Roman Reigns during his, battle with leukemia again right now. So it's really amazing. It really is. I just wanted to say something on that. Like I said, if you want to know everything else, you can just go check out the last video of what I said about Monday Night Raw. Like I said, I said it before, it just felt really eerie, kind of watching throughout the night, and it's just after that, it was just something that never really sat well with me through the rest of that show, other than from the beginning and the end of Raw. I get that, but the rest of the middle, still a lot of same old crap in a way. But I just want to say that just because of all the support I've seen on Twitter for him. Pretty much everybody has came out, pretty much, supporting Roman Reigns right now, or Joe N-O-I. I'm sorry if I mess up the last name, Joe N-O-I. Either way, like I said, a lot of people behind them. Next thing you know, SmackDown. What was this, New Jersey, I believe this was? New Day comes out, do their pancake thing, throw it into the air and stuff, and they talked about, the bar and the Big Show last week, and how they lowered the bar and they took advantage of the situation. As Kofi, said, why the Big Show though? Why? They asked if that makes Big Show a bartender. Why would you get the Big Show? He said why, but Biggie thought it was all cool, but flips more often than a flapjack, making fun of Big Show's heel face terms, because he heel, he's face, like I say, he flips more often than a flapjack, which is crazy, but it is true though. But Kofi said, they want to get some back. They was going to get in that work, and they were going to go after the Bar and Big Show, which they first the Bar was going to go and get in the ring against Kofi, but ended up being the Big Show. Kofi tried to go at him, but they could not take out Big Show. Big Show pretty much hit him with 3 choke slams. He was going to go for a 4th one. The New Day came in, but the Bar pretty much came out, and they started beating up the New Day. And pretty much, Woods got choke slam at the end. So really trying to get Big Show and make him look strong as possible since they're having him team with the Bar. I still think it's insane in a way. Why did we turn? Well, like I said before, he was face literally 2 weeks ago. Now he's a heel again. Face heel, face heel, face heel, face heel. Flip flop, flip flop, flip flop, flip flop. Just all over the place this man is, I tell you. All over the place the Big Show is. But hey, it's better than him crying, I guess. But I don't know. Will this be a match at the Crown Jewel? Maybe. I don't really know. But or some 3-on-3 match. That's what I'm gonna assume, since they gotta do something with this feud. It's not enough tag teams on SmackDown anyway, and New Day's ran through them all. Next thing you know, what else? Yes, they did show the whole Roman Reigns video from last night and the one after, once he did his announcement in the ring. They tried to talk about Crown Jewel. They went to the Usos already in the ring, as both of them were a rematch with AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. Pretty much the same thing like last week. Wasn't a bad match or anything, but I saw Daniel was just kind of standing there waiting for to get hit at one point, because Styles was going for a forearm. Pretty much was about to hit Daniel, but he stopped. Uso tried to get AJ, but he didn't even get Bryan then. AJ didn't hit a Pele kick, but hit Daniel Bryan. Next thing you know, I don't know which Uso was, but he did a super kick, and then he did a splash. And if you look real closely, by a split second, when Uso did the splash on AJ, you can see him cock his fist and do a Superman punch, as they were paying tribute to their cousin right now. So you really saw the Usos doing that Superman punch. Even before the match, they were just cocking their fists multiple times. So, it's their cousin. So, they're supporting them anyway. But next thing you know, pretty much after, pretty much the same thing like last week with Bryan and AJ, more miscommunication. AJ pretty much questioned about what happened. Bryan says, I got a lot of respect for you, but, was this an accident and everything? And then, he said that your nose is growing. AJ kept saying, what are you talking about, huh? And Bryan just held out his index finger doing this, and AJ kept saying, what are you trying to say? He then did the too sweet thing. And pretty much he said, I thought this is how it was done. And Bryan, AJ said, yeah, that's how it's done. He walked away, and, Bryan said, hey, too sweet, brother. Too sweet. Too sweet. I don't know where this is going. In a way, I think the whole miscommunication thing 2 weeks in a row is a little ridiculous. I don't know, something that needs to get this feud a little bit more intrigued. Maybe the too sweet thing did something there, but they really need to start building this up, because what are they, like another week away from this whole Crown Jewel in whatever country, and I'll get to that in a second, since allegedly tomorrow there will be a decision if the WWE will be going to Saudi Arabia tomorrow, since that thing is still going. I don't know if they are. I know they want those Attitude Era folks over there. I know that. They want everybody from the Attitude Era. Don't get me wrong. I like the Attitude Era, and that's how I started watching it. But they are doing their best to get them, even though I hear John Cena and Daniel Bryan are not going, and John Cena's in that Crown Jewel tournament or World Cup thing. I heard they're allegedly not going to the thing, but we'll find out and see until it's confirmed. So I'm not really sure, but as for the AJ and Bryan match for the championship, I don't know. I feel like it's still going to end up mid-card somehow, some way. It's going to end up on the card, but it's going to be a mid-card. Just watch. You know it's going to happen. Just watch. But just the same thing like they did last week in this feud. Next. Oh boy, this was funny to me. I don't know whether to take this serious, and I know they're building this match. This is probably one of the only better built matches for this Evolution pay-per-view. Oh God, how poorly booked is this entire show? But this whole thing, they went to this footage with Charlotte at the Performance Center, and she's giving a speech to, like, these are women from NXT in the Mae Young Classic, or ones that got recently signed and stuff, and talking about the difference between the main roster and the Performance Center, and as she's talking about it, trying to give all the newer women some advice, even though half of these women I've seen in them, you see half these people standing right there. Charlotte has been in this business for multiple years. Come on, I've seen Mia Yim for years when she was Jade in TNA. Baszler, she's already won the title over there on NXT, and I see people in the back like Bianca Belair, and they're asking Charlotte questions, and asked about the last woman standing match, which somebody said Nikki Cross was there, so it's kind of ironic asking that. But these are just women you saw in either the Mae Young Classic or NXT and stuff. And Charlotte trying to bring this big speech. Becky then came out saying that you deserve to hear from the real champ, and he says that no amount of privilege or righteousness is going to protect you, because she said do not trust her because anyone will stab you in the back. You have to strike first. And it's kind of funny to me because Shayna Baszler's just standing right there doing this, just smiling, and had her arms folded, shaking her head yes, which you can tell she's already done it right here. Like, I don't really need no friends, I'm already doing this on my own, becoming champion. But it's almost like she's almost ahead of this whole little lesson Becky's trying to teach everybody in the room right now, which, don't get me wrong, some of these women are new, and I understand, but I've seen some of these women in wrestling for years and already on TV, and just finally made to WWE now. But I just liked when Shayna Baszler was just kind of looking at Becky, laughing like, yeah, I think I've already done that already. While she was talking, they brawled, and the women tried to hold both of them back, but Becky said, I'm still coming after you, and Charlotte's like, who are you, and they went to a video promo, said she's going to take the title from here this Sunday, and that she'll just be a lost friend that used to be hers or something. So, like I said, this brawl in the Performance Center, it just kind of looked ridiculous in a way, because it's like you got all the women standing there, and pretty much we got to listen to this, trying to get this over. I swear, like, one of them were about to laugh at this whole segment, but just looking at this whole, oh yeah, I'm in the Performance Center, so where do we go from here? And they're all listening to Charlotte's lesson, so it's just kind of crazy in a way, and in a way when you look at this whole thing, it almost looks very staged at one point. Just everyone's how they're being positioned, and it's almost like the women were just trying to remember the rest of the women were almost trying to remember everything they needed to say, their lines to say to Charlotte. So I just thought it was pretty funny how they broke the fight up, really. And I just like some of the expression on some of the other women's faces in the room, like Baszler and stuff. So I thought it was pretty funny. Next, Rusev and Lana came out, went against Aiden English. Rusev won. Hopefully this is the end of this feud, because I have no idea where this goes at this point. I really don't. It's got to end from here. Rusev won, accolade. Where do you go on from here? Okay? The video's over. It wasn't even that big of a good reveal to begin with, and just kind of everything went lukewarm. So both of these guys need to move on somewhere. Next, Miz TV happened as he invited Rey Mysterio to come on the show. Rey came out, but Miz kept interrupting him multiple times, and he talked about the World Cup and the Crown Jewel and stuff, and he is a bigger star than Rey and stuff, and that Rey's been on a hiatus, but we can't talk about Lucha Underground or All In or every other promotion Rey Mysterio's been in while he's been gone off from WWE, but you just say it was on a hiatus and stuff. But he said Miz said he was the biggest star in the network, and that he's gonna win the World Cup. And next thing you know, he told him it was just a joke or anything, because Rey says I thought I was booked to be on Truth TV, and Miz pretty much started talking about Truth as his show was canceled, and that Ray, he can leave right now if he wants to and stuff. But Ray said, I didn't come back to be on a talk show, some busted old talk show. I'm here to compete. And then Miz, Ray challenges, and Miz said, you want me to face him? You want me to face him? And then Miz took a cheap shot at him. Ray tried to hit a 619, but he got out of there, pretty much starting up a match with him and Miz. Which was a pretty good match, will say that, between Mysterio and the Miz. So I think the story here is, just Ray trying to hit that 619. It took him 3 attempts, but, this is just a preview before this whole crown jewel or World Cup thing. But Ray won with the 619, dropped it down, West Coast Pop, whatever you want to go with, and winning the match from there. So I thought it was a pretty good match. I will say that. A pretty good match between Ray and The Miz. Asuka and Naomi were coming out for a tag team match, which is kind of funny because they had to face each other anyways in the next hour in the mixed match challenge. They're about to go against Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, which I honestly haven't seen those two on TV in a long time. Mandy Rose's, porn music and stuff. Next thing you know, the Iconics come out, and that they were talking about the Battle Royale, and they will be iconic. Lana comes out to say it's Lana Day. Carmella then comes out, and I believe it's her birthday today, and, she's from Jersey, and she said it was time for a dance break. Zelina Vega throws her in the ring. The women brawl. They brawl. Vega's left. Asuka takes her out with a kick. Dude, who cares? In all honesty, this was just a waste. This was a waste of time. It was almost like last night with that Fatal 4-Way. We're just trying to get this Battle Royale over, okay? Listen, like I said earlier, this Evolution pay-per-view is poorly booked. They didn't really sell enough tickets. I'm sure it will sell out by Sunday, or we'll just lie about the numbers and stuff. But, dude, this is like, a 3.5 hour show? And you're just giving a whole bunch of garbage on this show. There's only like a couple, 2 to 3 matches that's probably looking forward to. The finals of the Mae Young Classic. Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's title, and I will say Charlotte versus Becky in the last woman standing match. Those are the ones I'm probably looking forward to, okay? Nikki Bella and Rousey, I still don't give a crap, but we know Rousey's gonna win. I'd be surprised if Nikki Bella wins, but I don't really care. I didn't care when it was rumored, and I don't care now. But this Battle Royale is just whatever. It's just like, let's just throw all the women in here. They all have nothing to do. This is what it is. All these women in the ring tonight, they have nothing better to do. And you know what I'm judging off right now, since Moon was in the last one on Monday and Asuka was in the last of the ring tonight, what is it going to be? They're going to eliminate all the women first, and it's going to be between Ember Moon and Asuka. We get, Ember versus Asuka part 3 or part 4, which I'm not mad at, but I would have had just a regular match with these two, because we know they can go if you've seen NXT and all their matches from there. But this was a waste, okay? Some people would say this is almost like 10 years ago or something. Yeah, this is almost like earlier in the year with WrestleMania, before the other Battle Royale with the women. It almost reminds people of that when they did that. So you just throwing all these women because they got nothing to do, okay? They got nothing to do. We gotta give them a payday. They gotta be on the show. That's it. So what? Some 40 women? Battle Royale? What, from what? Raw, SmackDown, NXT, some probably from the Mae Young Classic, and multiple legends. That's what's really in here, okay? That's who is all in this entire just pointless, I feel like, Battle Royale. But you get a title shot out of this, but this tonight did not prove anything. This just made it look bad, okay? It just, we're trying to say, oh, it's just historic. And like I said, they barely promoted this show. You gave out these garbage matches when it was being leaked, like Trish versus Bliss, who wanted to see that match. It's a tag match now, but this hasn't. I feel like there wasn't enough promotion in this entire thing, and I just look at all these matches. I only see a couple being good. Okay, dude, and I'm gonna watch it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's gonna be good. If it's good, I'll be surprised. But right now, I'm going into this, and I'm ready for the crowd to hijack this show, or it's gonna look garbage, or it's gonna fail. It's gonna bomb. That's probably going to be one of the two things, and I'm really leaning on that bomb category. There's only probably 2 or 3 matches that'll probably save the freaking show. So I'm not really sure, But this Evolution thing, just, I don't even know, okay? And this Battle Royale part was a waste of time. Shane McMahon was back then next. Pretty much, talking about Evolution was this Sunday and congratulated the women for this show. And he talked about the World Cup then and who will be the best in the world. Which there was a CM Punk chant. Which I've been waiting for someone to chant that because they keep saying best in the world. When they first said best in the world, is it CM Punk? I remember him being the best in the world. Is it Chris Jericho? He always said he was the best in the world. So you just heard the pretty much loud CM Punk chants for a minute, and then Shane said, "I don't think he's in the tournament." And he said someone from Smackdown will win. So I guess he had to say something because Shane looked like he got rattled by the CM Punk chants once he said best in the world. Next thing you know, Randy Orton came out, which is kind of, I thought when he was wearing that hood in the back, I thought it was Minoru Suzuki for a second. But he came out to go against Jeff Hardy. Wasn't a bad match. Pretty good. Just, they weren't going to face each other in the tournament or anything. But this wasn't really much to take. All this match was like, 10 minutes if I'm correct too. Of course, Orton tried to, almost like in their regular feud before, Orton tried to go after Jeff Hardy's ear, and he slammed him on the table, but into the ending of this match, it was, Jeff Hardy doing a swanton off the apron on Randy Orton, crashing and burn missing, throws him back in the ring. Orton tries to get an RKO on him. Jeff tries to do a backslide. He then goes for a twist of fate. Orton dodges the twist of fate. RKO, 1, 2, 3, it's over. Randy Orton goes over clean on Jeff Hardy. So we got another week until this crown jewel in whatever city or country or world or planet or video game or whatever this will be in. I don't even know. Some people can think it'd be at Area 51. It could be across another part of the world. It can be in London, Australia again if we got to go back over there. Africa. Hey, we can come back to Chicago and do the crown jewel if we want to. We don't know where this show will be. We don't know if it'll be in Saudi Arabia tomorrow, but the decision is tomorrow. Will the WWE back out of this? I don't even know, alright? Because they are putting all their eggs, well, I wouldn't say eggs in one basket, but they are really trying to make this crown jewel thing big as possible. They really could have took time building up Evolution if you ask me too, because I look at this card and there's a lot of bad on it. Come on, how many times have I seen the Riot Squad versus Sasha and Bayley with insert third person in the match on Raw for damn near 2, 3, 4 months? I still think it's funny. You bring Sasha back just to put her into this? Where is this going? Where? I don't understand this pay-per-view. I don't understand this. Why is this 3.5 hours? I don't get it. I'm really starting not to get it, but dude, SmackDown honestly was just kind of there. It wasn't bad all the way, maybe just a little, but it just felt was there. The only thing I said that was noteworthy was I thought AJ and Bryan's feud kind of going, and I thought Hardy and Orton was pretty good, even though we already seen it, and Ray versus Mysterio I thought was pretty good too. The women's part, I don't, just bad. That whole Battle Royale trying to promote it was just bad, because I feel like I've seen this too many times in the past. The Charlotte versus Becky brawl in the Performance Center was kind of funny, but kind of bad at the same time, because it just looked staged as ever, but I kind of laughed at it, and you just seen all the other women standing around, which probably been in this business for years, and almost like they're being talked to as rookies, but they've done this for multiple counts of time. I just like Shayna Baszler just laughing in a way, knowing what's going down, which, oh yeah, she's coming for that title soon enough. So I just kind of looked at it as like that. And what else? The whole New Day and the Big Show bar was just kind of whatever, but we got to make Big Show and them look strong, so they got to find one way to do it. I've already talked about the Uso and AJ and Daniel Bryan thing, but yeah, it wasn't much to really add on into the show. It really isn't. It's just not really nothing else to add into SmackDown except just be ready for Sunday. All I can really assume. That's what I can. So SmackDown was just kind of whatever when you think about it. It wasn't a bad show, but I don't know, it just wasn't enough going on or what. But like I said, this is technically their go-home show for this Evolution thing. But like I said before, I feel like it's been barely promoted. So yeah, SmackDown was just kind of kind of decent to whatever in a way when you think about it. So yeah, I'm just pretty much gonna end it off from here. But like I said, comment, subscribe, tell me what you thought about SmackDown tonight, what you like, what you did not like. Tell me what you thought about Monday Night Raw, especially from last night, from the Reigns announcement to the Ambrose heel turn. Videos posted right now. Please go check that out. Please check it out on Twitter if you can at HoodedKnight890. If you want to see the video from there is a link on the Twitter page to tell you, or you will find this on YouTube in whatever way. Blah blah blah. I have a lot of energy and I'm kind of going all over the place with this. So man, I'll tell you, something to drink really gets you hyped up for this sometime. But I am out of here. You tell me what you thought about SmackDown, if you thought this was a good show or not. I will see you guys later. Peace out.